internship process, it's really nerve-wracking. I mean, any student, I feel like you'll probably put it off up until, the time gets really close. I mean, that's never a good idea. For future students, I would just say it's okay to be nervous. It's gonna keep you on your toes. But use that time. Just because it says a deadline is 3 months away, 4 or 5 months away, it doesn't matter. Get on it, because that deadline is gonna come really fast. A lot of these companies don't answer you really quick. They take a while. But if you want to stand out, go higher. And what I mean by that is, don't just call and speak to someone in a desk. You're representing yourself, and I think it's going to mean a lot to them and to the people higher up if you make an effort to speak to someone that can make things happen. My greatest advice to them is put yourself out there and challenge yourself beyond what you think you can do. Because if you put a limit to yourself, that's as far as you're going to go. But if you always try to push that limit, you're going to see that you're going to be able to do a lot more things than you thought you were capable of. When I went in, when I came in to talk to Dwayne Douglas about the internship, I remember I got into the class and we had to look at what companies we wanted to work for. And I was just brainstorming different companies, and I did not know where I wanted to take my major, apply to what company, what is it I wanted to do. Eventually, after a lot of just research that I started doing, I started looking a lot at Costco, focusing on Costco. And I felt like if anything was going to challenge me, it was going to be that environment. It was just so broad. A lot of diversity, different cultures. It's just, you see a lot of things. So for that process, basically, I had to do some calling. So I made some phone calls, and I called the Kennewick Costco. And I asked him, I was like, basically I called him up and I told him, hi, my name is Leo Lopez. I'm a student at Central Washington University, and this summer I have to do an internship. So do you guys do any internships? And the woman told me, oh, well, I'm not sure. I think that we haven't done one before, and I don't think we do. So I took the initiative to ask her, well, can I speak to your manager? Just get a hold of him and see, what he tells me, because I know Costco offers internships, but apparently they hadn't done one at that warehouse. So I get a hold of the manager, and he was just as helpful as ever. He told me, yeah, he's like, I'd be interested. I spoke to him a little bit about what it was going to be, and he seemed really interested. So he said, yeah, just send me your resume. So I sent him my resume, and I mean, obviously I didn't expect him to, be right on it, but I was kind of nervous, because when you do an internship, it's not just about, okay, land the internship and done. I just had to wait. I waited 2 weeks before I heard anything, and then I started calling, and I was like, I don't want to seem pushy. If you make a phone call, that's just going to show them you're interested. And I was like, well, that's true. I got to show initiative and let them know that I'm serious about the position that I wanted. So I made the phone call, and I just asked him, I asked to speak with him, and obviously he was busy, running a huge warehouse. And he calls me and tells me that he received my resume, he read it, and that he was interested in speaking to me. And it's like, why don't we meet tomorrow? I was like, okay, that sounds perfect, Sean. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow at 3. And I was back home an hour away, and this was late in the day, so I had to drive all the way back here, get my good clothes for an interview, get prepared, print out my resume. That day was so hectic, but I just needed to make it there at the time that we said, because to me it's all about responsibility. And if I could have made the phone call and told them, hey, I'm gonna be late, but I felt like I really have to represent myself and my school well, because they prepared me, so I have to give them that. So I remember making it exactly like 2 minutes before, and I was just it was crunch time right there. I felt like I wasn't gonna make it, but luckily we did. I walked in the door, spoke with them, and he gave me the internship on the spot.